Hello my YouTube chums, welcome to another video. Today we're turning this bad boy little wooden rolling pin that I got from Wilko. I think it was £1.15, but it's a cute little novelty one. It doesn't have a varnish or anything on it, which is a big bonus for this. But we're turning this into this. And yes, I am the kind of person who needs things like this in my life. So if you feel the same way and you want to see how I did this, keep watching. Kapow! We are about to have so much fun. I'm just gonna jump right in because I'm so excited. I've been researching some wood things. Before you get all excited, I mean my woodwork. Okay? So I bought some things. And I bought some more things. So basically, let me just talk you through the situation. Okay, so as you may know, I've got a Cricut machine, which is this yellow machine right behind me. And out of that, I can design things on my computer, I keep calling it a Cricut machine. It's not, it's a Cricut machine. I can design things on my computer, get it to print off the designs in vinyl, which I also have down there. And then my plan is to put the vinyl stencils onto my woodwork. I've got kind of chopping boards and wooden things I've collected over time to specifically do this to. The next part of the plan is to use this bad boy, which is ammonium chloride. Now, I'll be using, this is the powder form, so I'll be mixing this with water. Then I'm using a food thickening agent to make it into more of, I'm kind of hoping to make it more into like a gel kind of thing. You do that with this, you can just keep adding spoonfuls of it basically and it just gets thicker and thicker. And all this is maize flour, I think. Anyway, so it will become more like a gel, and then I'll be putting a thin layer of this gel concoction that I've made onto the stencil on the woodwork, let it dry, taking the stencil off, and then getting my heat gun thing that I also got from Hobbycraft, and burning over it. And what the ammonium chloride does to wood is it makes it more prone to burning. I'm sure there's a much more scientific version of what I've just said, but basically it makes it burn quicker. If it works, because I've not done this yet, so I could be recording this and it could just be a massive fail. But what should is when I'm using the heat gun on it, where the areas that the ammonium chloride have been on should perfectly burn a lot quicker than the rest of it, which means you can do some really cool designs, burn it, it's gonna be great. So I'm just gonna use this ever so small little rolling pin that I got from Wilko. I believe it was like £1.50. It's got no varnish on it or anything, it's just been sanded really nice. And I'm going to put writing on it. Oh, I'm such a nerd. So I'm just gonna put on it, I'm gonna make a stencil that just says just roll with it, and then put it on this because I think it's really hilarious. Anyways, I'm gonna do that and we'll crack on. If you haven't already subscribed, please do, because if this works, which I feel like you'd only be watching this if it does work, then loads more cool things are going to happen like this. So please don't forget to subscribe. And I've also got an Instagram linked to this YouTube account, so please feel free to follow that as well. Now I've put this stencil on it, and I'm now taking the actual letters off because obviously we want what's underneath the letters to be what receives the actual chemicals. Okay, so we've got the stencil on here and I've just been pressing down really hard on it, onto the wood. So we're just going to put that to one side now, and what we're going to do now is sort out the chemical side of it. So I've got a little shot glass with a tiny little bit of water in it, because we really don't need a lot. And I'm not too sure, to be honest, how much of this I'm actually going to put in, because I do want it to be strong. I'm just going to put my brush in here and get kind of a... I want it quite strong. Don't want to obviously do all this and then nothing happens to the wood, you know. Some of it's dissolved and some of it hasn't, that's okay. So what I'm going to do now, fasten this up. And I'm going to put a bit of food thickener in it. Even this tiny little amount I've made too much, because it's only a tiny amount that I'm actually going to be using. Okay, go there. God, that's like a proper little... Perfect. That's what we want it for, isn't it? Look. God. So, what I'm going to do is... Let's bring this back. And I'm just going to get a little amount, because we don't want to put too much on it. So this is what I mean, I'm only using such a small amount, and I'm just going to brush it on. And we want the stencil off it as well, so I might do that now. You can see where the chemical was, which is a good sign. So you can see where it was, and while I'm at it, I'm just going to get this Wilco sign off, because we don't need that on it right now. So this is it at the moment. You can see it's actually starting to dry on its own, to be fair. So you can see some of it starting to disappear. So I'm just going to speed that up a bit. And that is finished look. Very happy bunny. I'm just going to let it cool down now, and I might finish it with a varnish. But yeah, very happy. Oh my god, I'm going to make so many awesome things. So if you want to see me make them and you want to see how I'm doing them, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I do also have an Instagram account, which is linked to this YouTube channel, so please feel free to follow that. I will be at some point soon putting on polls and things like that on there, because I am generally quite an indecisive person, so sometimes it's just a lot easier for me if you guys decide and then I'll just go with that. Comment, let me know what you think of this video, and if there's anything in particular you'd like me to do with this kind of stuff. If you've got any ideas, let me know them. Mwah.